Bruce Lee said that at one point he began to realize that his opponents constantly were falling in and getting hit by his fists. You know, people think it's kind of funny because it sounds kind of funny, but he was saying something really important, which is, if you do this right, your partner will be called to you. Then you don't reach for it ever to strike them. This guy named Jerry Rice played for the 49ers, and I remember this game. There's these two guys coming at him, and the ball's coming through, he's going to catch this thing. And I mean, the guy's kind of skinny. I think he's 190, and, you know, tall. And I'm thinking, oh no. You know? And these guys are huge, they're coming in. And he reaches up, catches the ball, and he comes in, and he throws. And then he took off. Pow! We knocked each other out. If he had tried to leave, he would have got it. But he didn't. He stopped for a split second and then went. And what happened was, at the moment that he became perfectly still, they completely committed. Sensei would say, Aikido is always like working with a live blade. He didn't say, in class, Aikido is always like working with a live blade. Your body is concentrated energy. You have a physical being, and it's concentrated energy. Einstein himself said that objects do not exist in space, they are spatially extended. Energy is coming into you and it becomes condensed at the surface of your body. It goes, and it creates reality. It creates the physical reality. The energy of the universe is not separate from the physical. It's the same thing. It's just dense because it has exponentially contracted into form. This isn't my idea. Einstein said this. The realization that I have is this. If you have a figure, you also have the ground of the figure. You know those things where there's two faces, and then you look at it, it's a face. And then you look at it again, it's two faces. That's figure ground. If you're not familiar with that, I won't get this far. But anyway, when you're beginning Aikido, you're working the base. But the base is like a defined object. It's the ground that's infinite. The ground could go out infinitely, but the base is very contained. Interestingly, though, when you realize the vase completely, with the slightest of changes, you begin to throw the ground instead of the vase. The technique looks identical. You see? The border of the vase doesn't change, but your orientation goes to the potential. And so what you do is you throw as much energy as you want, and you give uke just enough that they can handle. Wow, that's fair. A loving protection thing really works well. It's not just a theory. You're trying to take care of uke, and you can throw more and more power into that protective envelope. It's extraordinary. All of a sudden, everything's different.